about the only thing that hasn't changed since the old days. Robert, welcome to Live at 5.
My shoulders are still the same.
I bet a lot of stuff is still the same. You know, I looked at the Daily News yesterday, and it said, go see Robert Plant at the Paramount tonight and tomorrow night. He has one of the strongest and strangest voices in rock history. Now, I have never heard the word strange describing your voice.
No,
did you see that? Did you see that?
No, I can't read.
Oh, well, then.
No, but especially those papers. But great reviews, thanks, guys. But no, I haven't been called strange too often, at least on stage. But that's great, because I've got a new band, very exciting band, and they kind of push me and goad me into new areas musically, which are really stimulating for me. And if strange is the term, I'll buy it. I like it.
You'll go for it.
Yeah, I was never called by Frank, you know. I never got the duet.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? Well, maybe duet 2.
In 1972, there was talk that he was going to do Stairway to Heaven. 73?
Really?
Yeah, I remember way back. It was going to be his Christmas single, I think.
Well, you know,
Frank, honest, I remember.
Big enough star to just call him up and say, listen, Frank, you're reneging.
Yeah, well, I think we'll let it go now. We've heard it enough.
You mentioned your band. Now, my father's a musician.
He's in it.
My mother said, never marry a musician. You let your daughter marry a musician.
Yeah, I know.
How do you feel about it?
Well, he's a real special guy, and he's a moralist. I know that if he's watching this now, he's never going to forgive me. But he's a gentleman, and he's everything I wish that I could be myself. But
well, that's wonderful.
yeah, he's a real good guy. Yeah, and the two of them they're real cool together.
So you love
I'm very envious.
Well, all right.
Quietly envious, but I like all my wives and all my girlfriends.
How many wives have there been?
I don't know.
Oh, well, all right. Let's not count then. If it's that
I carry
many.
a small spade around to dig a large hole. But I'm having a ball, and it's a strange time. It's good.
When you talk to the print press, it's almost like a stream of consciousness, and you throw out all of these little things, and when we read them, we just get snippets, which pique our curiosity. You said the problem with Bruce Springsteen and John Mellencamp is that they don't sing the blues. Do you remember saying that, or in what context that was?
No, that was Jimmy Page. I didn't say that, did I?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, pass that one.
Yeah, that's one.
All right,
of mine.
pass that one. You were talking about remembering Janis Joplin backstage at the Texas Pop Festival.
Yeah.
What happened there?
It was just a meeting of minds and bodies and souls. It was great. She was, you know, singers are never really taken that seriously. In the rock and roll world, I'm sure in jazz or cabaret at the Fairmont, whatever it is.
Jazz for sure, singers are not taken seriously.
You cannot never trust a singer. They call it...
By musicians, I mean.
That's right.
Yeah.
LVS, the lead vocalist syndrome, you know?
Yes.
We're always like, oh, well, that's all right. They're singers, you know? And Janis was a real sweetheart, and she was... Whereas the rest of Led Zeppelin were going, if I complained I couldn't sing, they'd say, don't worry about that, just go on and look good, or do what you... Just wiggle your ass a bit and, you know, and that'll do, that'll be fine, because we're going to be louder than you anyway. But Janis was a dear heart, and she used to... I remember I played in Central Park one time, some festival with B.B. King, in about 73, and I couldn't hardly even speak, and she was on the side of the stage. She had this big jar of orange juice, and she said...
Orange juice.
And she said, quick, this is good vitamin C, and it was 99% vodka.
I knew it.
And I got back to the microphone, and my head was spinning around, and she was a great soul, wonderful girl.
You know, they say that you don't really like to talk about Led Zeppelin, but you've mentioned it a couple of times. And do you usually close your set with Whole Lotta Love?
I do like to talk about it, but you see, the thing is that generalizations, short-term generalizations about a career, you never actually get to the real soul of Led Zeppelin, either on, you know, in discussion on the radio or in quick things on the TV, or even sort of straight, quick journalism. And Led Zeppelin was a very sensitive and beautiful animal beast. And I think that I respect it, and I want the whole sort of effigy of Led Zeppelin to maintain its respect through time, rather than keep on using it as a sort of hitch for my career. Right. You know, I sing whatever I want to sing.
You don't need that hitch.
No, so really it's not that I don't want to talk about it, it's just that there's a future as well as a past.
We don't have time to talk about anything else.
I'm ready to go.
We're out of time, but I'm going to give you plugs. Paramount tonight, the name of the album, Faith of Nations, and the single, I Believe.
And Oslo on Thursday.
And Oslo on Thursday. You're a moving man.
After
You're
Norway.
a moving man. Thank you, Robert.
Nice to
Always
talk
nice
to you
to
again.
see you. Okay,
Thanks
Matt.
a lot.
All right.